Hey, welcome back to the Wayne and Ronnie Show. And today we have
a Honda Civic Type-R with us, and stay with us and we'll let you know why we think that this model is the best Japanese manual sports car to own at the moment. So the first few things that catches my attention definitely would be the red color Honda emblem. So just imagine when you're driving a car, looking at the rear view mirror. So the first thing definitely you notice will be the red color Honda emblem, and the second thing that you notice will be the hood vent. So this what's the purpose of the hood vent? It's actually to cool down this 308 horsepower engine that's powered by a 2-liter VTEC turbocharged engine. So that is one of the usage for the vent. And then if you look further down, and if the car zoom past you, and then of course you notice that it sports 20-inch black color alloy wheels. So that would actually stands out much. And then of course when they are rolling and they were coming through, then you will definitely notice the red color Brembo disc brakes. So of course when the car zoom passes you, another few things that you notice definitely will be the red color emblem again. And then secondly, of course, the big ass ring that it has. Not only that, of course, it creates a certain downforce to push the car down, but it's really a huge wing. Third thing that you notice from the rear will definitely be the trio exhaust. So this exhaust system, many will say that, hey, how come it looks weird that 3 exhausts, not 4, not to the side, not 2, not 1. When Honda designed this, it actually comes with a purpose. So the 2 large exhausts that you see at the side, it actually emits gas, so which is what the normal exhaust do lah. The middle part, predominantly, it actually creates the sound. When you're on low RPM, it has a different sound. When they are on a mid RPM, it has different sound. And of course, they have on a high RPM, it creates a different sound as well. Over here, we have the car key, right? So practically, I put the car key in my pocket, and then of course, the car is locked now. And then once the hand goes through, right, it's like a keyless entry system lah. So of course, now being the car so new, they have the push start button. And then another thing that you realize is the red color sport seats that they currently have. So, okay, once we're in the car, you will need to press on the what do you call that? The clutch, the brake, and then of course push start. Then only then you are able to start the car. In order for you to release the handbrake, right? It's no longer handbrake now. It's called the I don't know, finger brake or something. You will need to press on the clutch again, and also the brakes. And once you press down, only then they will release the handbrakes. So time to drive the car around and let's see what they have. So over here, the first thing that you notice would be, of course, the digitalized screen. That happens. That has, I guess, most of the car has it now. So this this function particularly, it measures how much pressure do I have on the brakes, and how much pressure do I have on the accelerator. And then the next function would be, I guess this one would be the turbo. So how much does the turbo opens? So from -1 to, I guess, 1.6 bar. That's how they measure turbos. Over here, what is this? I'm not too sure what is this, but I'm guessing it's the RPM when I rev to a certain maybe until 7,000 RPM. It's time for me to shift gears, right? That's what I think. But this one is interesting because it measures the G-force. So assuming that I'm driving, right? Let's start to drive. So I guess we are the yellow color ball, right? So if I accelerate and then the ball goes back, and then if I brake, the ball goes forward. So yeah. To measure G-force. So of course, this car comes with a 6-speed manual gearbox, which is one of the reasons why we mentioned that it's the best manual Japanese sports car that you can own at this time. There are not many producers manual cars these days, and best of all, it's fun to drive. It's a 4-seater. you can drive to work, you can fetch your family around during weekends, and then you can have fun. They don't produce this type of car anymore. So okay, coming back to the gearbox, of course it's a 6-speed gearbox, and then over here you can actually see that they have 3 modes. They have a comfort mode, they have a sports mode, and of course the R+. So I guess this also dictates how much horsepower and how responsive the car would be during different modes. Of course, this car itself being imported from Japan, there's no player. Because even if you import a car in from Japan and it comes with player, practically the navigation can't work. It speaks Japanese, and then so best to install something here. When we go to a sports mode, the first thing that they show, like say for example, this is the comfort mode. First thing that they show is actually engine and also steering wheels and also the suspension. So under the hood, as we have mentioned earlier on, it sports a 2-liter turbocharged VTEC engine. So this engine is actually similar to the one that the FK2R had, but of course they made a little bit of tweaking, a little bit here and there. So based on the record, the Nürburgring, it shed 7 seconds off the previous FK2R's record in Nürburgring. So I guess definitely some tweaking here and there has been done. But nevertheless, when a person actually looks at a Civic, doesn't matter FK8, FK2 or previously the FD, so we know that it's a 2-liter engine, and then of course this since FK2 it comes with a turbocharge, but still we know that this engine produces good horsepower and it's fun to drive. But whether is it practical to drive in the city? So let's go and check out the boot space. And then while we are there, so it comes, I'm not sure why, but not only Honda but even Toyota these days, they like to, although it has a white body and all, but I'm not too sure why it has all these fake vents, and then I guess it's fake carbon fiber body parts. I'm not too sure why, but definitely it looks nice. So coming back to practicality, I guess one car works for every single function. It's a big deal these days. So if it's family-oriented guys or girls, this boot space more than enough for your usage. I guess you can actually safely put 3 to 4 luggages, right? There's no issue. For you guys who golf, you can actually lower down the seats and then put your golf bag here, and then it definitely works lah. So also for you guys who have family, the seats are Isofix seats, so you can actually safely put 2 baby chairs at the back. So here today we are going to conclude our video on why we say that this car is the best Japanese manual sports car to own at the moment. So of course, fun to drive is definitely a check. Family, check. Practicality, check. So what else do you want from a car, right? So you have it all here.
Alright, so we are at the end of the video. Hope you like what we are showing just now. If you have any other cars that you would like us to show you around, you would like us to review, let us know in the comments. And any other questions about this car, you can put it down in the comments. That's all we have for you today.
Yep. Stay safe and stay healthy.